Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
So here you are on Case Media. We are just giving you this opportunity to present Legda Life Insurance. So can you give us your name?
Thank you very much, Case Media, for inviting me to talk about Legda Life. My name is Dr. Stephen Fomeche. I am the former CEO of Legda USA, which is the current parent organization of Legda Life. And I am one of the 6 administrators of Legda Life.
What is Legda Life Insurance?
Legda Life Insurance is a program developed by the Legda USA, that is a parent organization, to take care of people, take care of funerals when a member of Legda Life dies. It is developed to cover up some of the shortcomings that most insurance programs have. Very common programs are intended for shipment of bodies only to Cameroon or to other parts of the world. Some of the programs are intended just for burial in the United States. But Legda Life is a program that covers people irrespective of where they die and irrespective of where they want to be buried. It is an inexpensive program. Inexpensive in the sense that you spend significantly less than you will spend for any other program. It costs less than $100 a year to be a member. So this is a program that is open to everybody, not just Cameroonians, not just Ambazonians, not just Africans, but it's open to everybody. Currently we have people, Hispanics in the program. We have people from African countries, and we have people in almost every state in the country. So this is a program that is intended to help. And the more we join, the more we are there, the cheaper it is for everybody.
What does it take to be a member of Legda Life Insurance?
Very good question. All it takes is to have a group of 20 people. We have enrollment of 20 people because we enroll on the groups, we don't enroll individual. So you have to be at least 20 people in a group to form a group, even for the purpose of just Legda Life. A family can form a group. An existing organization, registered organization, can form a group and register its members. When you enroll as a group, each member in that group will be required to pay a one-time enrollment fee of $20. One-time enrollment fee. And after that, you will pay a $12 administrative fee. The $12 administrative fee is the one that will be paid every year. It helps administrators to come to funerals because Legda Life, a special program, gives personal touch to its members. So when a member dies, Legda Life is present at the funeral, and that is why I'm here today. We have the personal touch with our members. So the administrative fee ensures that there's a Legda Life administrator at every funeral, and it also helps in running the program to pay for someone to actually respond to questions and reach out to members when there's a need for it. So that is all you pay, $32 at our registration. And you don't pay anything until somebody dies. So if someone dies, the cost of the funeral is divided over the number of members that we have, and you contribute just a small proportion of that money.
Yeah. So when a member dies, how do you track those members who die, and how do you keep those records to make sure that the same person cannot come back on the system?
Well, we are at every funeral in the first place. So when a member dies, the requirement is very simple. We get a death certificate to formally announce the death, just to make sure that somebody is not maliciously announcing the death of somebody who is alive. So we also send the family member through the coordinator of the group. We send a form to fill, a claim form. And when the claim form is filled and notarized and sent back to us, we process the claim for the member. So every member has a matriculation number. And once that matriculation number is paid off, there can be no claim for that matriculation number. So there is no opportunity for somebody to double take for the same person. We have 3 categories of benefit at this point. And our effort is to, by the end of this year, God willing, to roll it out to 2 benefits. Right now we have 3 benefits. The first benefit is what we consider the most expensive benefit, because when we started the program, a bulk of our members wanted to be shipped back to their place of origin. Yes. So to be buried out of the United States in Africa, it is $15,000. That is the benefit package. Yes. But if you have to be buried here in the United States, it is $7,500. And then if you go to Cameroon or you go to Africa and you die there and you want to be buried there, it's $3,750. Now, we have set a mark which we hope we are going to attain by the end of this year. And the mark is that if we get to 2,000 members, then we'll roll out a flat benefit for $15,000 for those who die and want to be buried here, and $15,000 for those who want to be shipped to any part of the world. And then $5,000 for those who die in Cameroon or die in Africa and want to be buried in Africa. Yeah.
So what is the difference between your organization and those organizations like that who has been existing here in the United States? We know some organizations like SAGE, they have some problem, and the other one, they create a new program. Like it's like 3 SAGE now here in the USA. Yeah. Today I just get this Legda life insurance. It seems like they are the same purpose. So what is the difference? What's the difference between you guys?
There are so many differences, but I will point out 3. The first most important difference is that Legda Life is owned by the people. It's not owned by an individual. SAGE is owned by an individual. Legda Life is owned by the community. The community is a registered non-profit organization that it has no intention to make profit. So all what we do is to run the organization for the benefit of the people. For example, we had a death that happened at the end of the year. And when we look at the account balance and we found that we could pay for that death without asking the members to contribute, we did. Because we are not intended, our intention is not to make profit. An individual who runs an organization will not do that because his intention is to make profit. So that's the first difference between our group and other groups. The second difference is that we attach love, because we come from a place called Lebialem, and that is a citadel of love that was instituted by a founder called Kiara Lubitsch of the folklore movement. So we come from that background of love, and that is why the model that we have taken of Legda Life is to be at every funeral, to give that personal touch, and to be with the family, to pray with the family, and to support the family in every way possible. So we have that difference with other groups that probably send money to individuals and they don't care about whether, you know, the family is giving a good treatment or not. Yeah. And then the third and very important one is that we try to keep our program as inexpensive as possible. We care about how much people pay. And that is why we monitor our program to make sure that members are not paying too much. Mm-hmm. And when we find, like in this COVID time, that members are paying too much, we do everything to make sure that we moderate. Sometimes we send out invoice, and when you look at the bottom of the invoice, we show how much we have kept out from what the members were supposed to have contributed and what they actually contribute. Mm-hmm. So we do everything to make sure that we make this program inexpensive for every member, and we want to grow the program so that, you know, everybody who wants to be, who wants to have a coverage mm-hmm. and life insurance should not feel restricted because they don't have the money to pay for it. Yeah. As I said before, with $100 a year, you know, one can actually have enough to cover for his funeral without bothering to beg and do car wash or do GoFundMe when someone dies.
All right, just in case, as you just mentioned that you guys are a non-profit organization, if something happened that one Cameroonian die, and he's not your member, what you guys can do as a non-profit?
Well, we, for now, focus on just our members, because as we know, we have been doing everything to make this information available to all Cameroonians, to all Africans, to everybody that we can. We don't want to set a precedence of taking care of people who have not identified themselves. As I said, to become a member, it is inexpensive, only $32. And I think this is actually within the reach of everybody, even those who just come to the United States and they have not yet actually had a job. At least you can pay $32. I, for one, I do a lot of those services for people. When I give you an affidavit of support to come to this country, the first thing I care about is if something happened to you, what happens? So I pay your insurance 1 year. And that is something that is not expensive for me, because it's just $32 that you pay.
Okay. So now we have talked about everything, but what the amount that you give to a member who passed away, like in the United States, like today we are doing the burying of Mimi Juliana, and somebody in Africa, that means every price is different from what you contribute, or is just because you are in the United States that your price going to be different?
Well, I think, as I said, our effort was to keep this program inexpensive for everybody. And, we know that the cost of burial in the United States has gone up. I personally recently had to bury my son in Arizona. And I know for sure that it is expensive to bury somebody in the United States. That is why we are working hard to make sure that we take up the contribution and the benefit for burial in the United States to $15,000. But for somebody who dies here and wants to be buried in Cameroon or African country, you get $15,000. If you die and want to be buried here for now, you get $7,500. If you go to Africa and you die there and your wish was to be buried in the United States, you get $15,000. You can be brought back here with $15,000. And then if you go to Cameroon and you die there in Cameroon, you get $3,750. And our wish is to step that up to $5,000 after we get to 2,000 members.
Thank you so much for your time. Now, for people who are going to watch this video, if they would like to contact you, what are the contacts and what is the right person to call, or the numbers, or the website?
If you want to reach out to Legda Life, please go to legdalife@gmail.com. Legda Life is LECDALIFE@gmail.com. And if you want to call, there are names of administrators who you can reach. There are 6 administrators, as I said, and their phone numbers will be displayed on the flyer here. Okay. There are so many numbers to be called there. But
them on the screen?
Yes. Right. So please call that number, and you will have an administrator who will talk to you directly and will guide you.
Thank you so much for your time, and good luck to Legda Life Insurance.
Thank you very much, Chem TV. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tem Media. Thank you very much.